everybody, welcome to another Banter Blitz session. My name is Pepe Cuenca. I am a Spanish Grandmaster, and I'm very glad to be back in this English channel after being very busy in the Spanish channel. We've been broadcasting a lot of tournaments, Shamkir, the Candidates Tournament. We are also organizing some sort of online tournament, some sort of Banter Blitz Cup with the format of the World Cup. See a lot of people already in the chat. I see Joan Miro, El Dado, a lot of people coming from the Spanish Banter Blitz as well, which we just did 2 minutes before. So please, you can start challenging me, and I will be accepting only challenges from the premium members. And I see that we got a lot of challenges already, so I'm gonna start playing some chess, right? This is why we are all here. I got to say that this session will last for 75 minutes or 1.5 hours or something like this. Yeah, so let's start playing chess and cut the bullshit, right? As usual. I know a lot of, I talk a lot of trash, so let's play, for example, against, for example, Ceredel from the Netherlands. Please, if you challenge me 3-minute games, it will be much better than 5-minute games. So this way, more people can play, right? So D4, let's go! D5 and C4. Okay, the Queen's Gambit and Knight F3, for example, Knight F6, and I think I will be playing the Catalan. You guys can watch video series about the Catalan from myself in Chess24. Bishop G2, Bishop E7, Knight B to D7, and yeah, this is the main theory. Of course, if something is bad with the video and audio, please let me know. So short castle here, and Bishop E7 is the main line here. Queen C2, Knight B to D2 in order to play E4. That's the main plan for White in this position, to break up in the center with E4, right? So Queen C2, short castle, Knight B D2, and then B6 probably is played very often by Black in order to develop that guy to B7 or to A6, right? So D takes E4. This is not the main move, of course. Knight takes C4, and now Knight to B6. Well, normally when I am enjoying space advantage, normally I don't want to exchange pieces. So that's why I'm going to go back to D2, and then it's going to be hard for Black to break with C5 or E5, right? And look at this guy on C8. No, this guy on C8, people are doing bullying to this guy on C8. He is the saddest piece in the world, right? He doesn't enjoy of free diagonals. He's alone in the party. Nobody wants to dance with him. And so now I'm gonna go B3, Bishop B2, for example, and I think we are enjoying a lot in this position. Knight B3 is also interesting. Stopping C5, this bishop can come to F4, and then after Bishop D6, boom! Bishop takes D6, Queen takes D6, and E5 would be winning on the spot, right? So A5, now Bishop F4. Where are you going, my friend? Bishop D6 just loses on the spot because of takes and E5. And Queen D8 is probably the move that Black has to play here. But now Rook FD1. Look at, we are putting a lot of cream in his body now. We are enjoying this game, right? Because we look at this guy on C8. He's suffering from lack of space, of course. And now Rook AC1, Knight C5. Whenever we play Knight C5, if Bishop takes C5, D takes C5. Now we're attacking this Knight on B6, and the Queen only move would be Knight D7. He goes back to D7, intending to exchange some pieces. But now this is a free pawn, right? I don't know. I'm not so sure, because Knight takes C4 is actually quite interesting. So I'm just gonna go back. Can I go back? No, because Knight takes C4 just wins a piece. Sorry, a pawn. So I'm gonna go Rook AC1. If Knight takes C5, D takes C5, the Queen has only the A5 square, and yes, this should be really amazing position for us, right? Knight E5 looks to me like a really interesting move. There are many ideas. For example, Knight C4. We can play Knight C4 in good conditions, and then Knight D6 will be extremely hard for Black to do something in this position. Also, Knight C4, Queen takes C5, Bishop E3, followed by knight b6 is an idea, but I don't want to lose the c5 pawn, right? I don't want to lose Carlitos. Carlitos has been so good to me in all my life that I don't want to disappoint him. Maybe first bishop e3 and then knight c4. This way the c5 pawn is actually protected, right? I look at this guy on c8, right? It's actually a so shitty piece. Rook d8, and for example, bishop e3 now, rook takes e1, rook takes e1, and still c5 would be protected, and still he's got a lot of troubles related with that guy on c8. And now knight c4 is coming, right? Knight c4 is coming, followed by knight b6, and rook b8 would be only move. Woof, this looks so bad for him. Knight c4, where you going, my friend? Probably to c7 or something like this. Only square for you. Only good square for you, and then actually c5 is hanging, so maybe knight d6 in that position. But we always have to take in account that he can take actually on c5. Please, all your challenges, 5-minute challenges, and queen b4. You want to lose your queen. You want to lose your queen probably. So a3, queen b3, still not so bad for him, right? He's actually creating some play here, and not so easy how to win this game. Well, I think knight d6 is good enough. After knight c5, we got knight to c8 in that position, or we don't. And not actually here. Well, after knight c5, bishop takes c5 just wins on the spot. So he can't take on c5, and if he takes on d6, rook takes e6. And again, a lot of troubles for his pieces. No space, and queen a5. Wow, queen a5. Now he's intending probably to take on c5 in this position, right? So knight takes c5, bishop takes, and then the d6 knight is actually protected, so no problem at all. So I'm gonna go for something like a3 here. I'm gonna go for a3 here. He can't actually move, right? My other plan is maybe to go rook d2 and rook c to d1. He is trying to give some fresh air to his pieces, but not so much fresh air right in this position. So maybe bishop a3 is actually a really, really great move in this position. Bishop a3 looks so amazing, right? Looks so amazing this move, bishop a3, because now knight takes c8 actually wins a piece. So he's got to do something about it. And he plays knight takes c5, just knight takes c8, just wins some material. So I'm so happy, my friends. I'm flying to Cuba in 2 days to play in the Capablanca Memorial in the open section. So more reasons to be happy, right? I'm gonna run from the cold. And look, this guy. Now he's got some air. So bishop g2 protecting e4. Probably bishop e6. I think something has gone wrong for me, because I had so much advantage that now it's not so trivial at all, right? Because now bishop b3 is coming. He's actually surviving, we could say, in this position. So rook d1, there's bishop b3, and so I'm gonna go a3 in order to give some fresh air to my king, right? So now I can go to h2 actually in many positions. What's up with the people on YouTube, man? There are not so many people on YouTube watching the English streaming. Well, so 1 minute 15 seconds for Cedrel, king f8, and well, let's improve a little bit the position of our king. Maybe also bishop d2 could be interesting. Bishop d2 is actually interesting, since queen c7 we could actually protect this, or we could actually try to set a trap. So bishop c3, now after takes on d6 takes, queen takes e6, that is bishop b4, winning the queen on the spot. Right, so he can't actually take on d6, right? And e5 is actually attacked now. I think he's got the same problem. He takes on c5, so rook c to d. Wow, I just blundered. Okay, there's bishop b3, so I got to be careful. I'm gonna go rook d2, and after knight takes e5, my plan is just to take on e5 with the bishop. So. And it's not that simple to protect e5, right? Because after f6, the bishop on e6 is hanging, and camera is horrible, people are saying. I'm horrible, my friend, but I can't do anything. I'm not a doctor. I cannot operate myself, you know? Sorry, guys, but this is the camera available this time. Sorry, Abdenur Gemma. Pepe, what is your take on Real Madrid against Liverpool in the Champions League? Well, I'm a big fan of Liverpool, actually. I still remember that that final against Milan, right? It was 3-0, and then in 20 minutes, this Gerrard started to play like a beast, and actually they finally beat them. So I'm a big fan of Liverpool. Bishop c4 doesn't win here. Looks like this, right? So bishop c4 is actually really strong move, because now after bishop takes c4, ooh, this smells so bad for him. Rook e6 should win. Actually, rook e6, rook takes e2, rook d6. Wow, this is really good. Rook e6, bishop c4, queen takes e4, and then this is just a piece up, and we're so happy. So rook d6, right? Rook d6 check, and after bishop c4, queen takes c4 check, and now we collect the d2 rook again. So good news for us. Queen c4, and now he's got to resign. Let's see if I got a lot of 3-minute challenges. This is much better, so I can we can all play today, right? So we got here Blitz enemy from Germany, but 5-minute games, please. 3-minute games is much better, okay? So I got here somebody from Spain, for example, Miguel Badillo. Pepe, what do you think about cryptocurrency? Well, this has been the boom, right? A lot of people trying to invest some money in this cryptocurrencies, but I'm not a big fan of this kind of things. So I'm more like a, I got what I got, I'm not investing in anything. Well, just I'm not an expert on these things, so I'm not gonna invest anything until I know something at least, right? But I know a lot of people which are doing it and making a lot of money. So we got this triangle slab, right? So I'm gonna go for knight b2, d2, and then trying to play like b3, bishop d2, bishop d3, sharp castle, queen e2, something like this, and try to break with e4 at some point, right? So b3, and now sharp castle, bishop b2, in order to stop e5, right? What is your Spanish favorite football club? Well, I'm a big fan of Betis. Actually, we were recording some chess video with the coach of Betis Balompié, Quique Setién, and with the president of the club. This was just, when was this? Like a week ago or something. We were there in the stadium. It was really cool. And actually, a lot of football players are interested in chess. For example, Esteban Granero, he used to play in Real Madrid. He actually follows Chess24. He's been in our house recording some Banter Blitz videos, so it's actually really cool. So I'm gonna take on d7 or not? Should I take on d7 or should I just go short castle? I'm gonna go short castle and then play f4 and then try to create some sort of attack against black king. Queen c7, a nice time for Facundo, who is solving all the issues all the time. So f4, Facundo reinforcing e5. Why should I be worse in this position? I can go rook c1 to look with x-rays to that queen on c7. I can go queen f3 in order to go queen h3. This is another idea in this position in order to target the h7 pawn, right? And camera is fine, people are saying in YouTube. And knight f8. Okay, so now it's time to go rook c1 in this position. Now he could have a lot of troubles if he doesn't play, for example, b6. He doesn't play b6. Now I could try to go, for example, okay, c takes e5, knight takes e5, and then e3 is hanging. So first I'm gonna go queen f3, which is a really natural move here in this position. Bishop c6, and now, for example, queen to a3, right? Look at this. Pawn on h7 now could be extremely weak. Some ideas related with g4, g5 are also available in this position. And of course, c takes d5 followed by d takes c5 is always something that black has to take in account, right? And Pepe, do you think you would win 12 games match against Lasker in his good days? No, I don't think so. Of course not. Rook a to c8. And what should I do now? Well, for example, g4, this looks like crazy, but I'm gonna go crazy here in this position. I wanna go crazy. Let's go g4 and g5, try to create some sort of attack against h7. The thing is, the good news for him is his knight on f8 is actually quite well placed. So, okay, let's go g5 here and then see what happens. Knight to d7, wow, this looks strange at least. So what should I do now? For example, I could try to create queen h4, rook f3, and rook h3. This is working or this is not working? I guess this is not working. I'm gonna go queen h5 in order to force g6, and then queen h6. I got some plans like knight g4 and knight f6, and also the guy from d2 could become a monster, right? After some d takes c5, and the bishop on rook e7. This is starting to look really, really good, but still not that clear. How should I finish the game? And the bishop on c6 is actually a pain in the ass. So what should I do? I'm gonna go knight f3 here in this position in order to protect e5 better, but still not clear at all. How should I finish the game, right? He's still a little bit solid. Of course, he's very, very scary. Okay, let's go rook f2, rook g2, rook g3. This is a bit slow, but okay, I think we got time for this. Maybe he's got to break with f6, but then after g takes f6, then the g file is gonna be open as well, and some rook could actually create a lot of pain in his ass, right? Rook e8 and now rook g2. Let's see what happens. Rook g3 followed by rook a3. That's my idea now, but maybe a bit too slow. Now maybe it's time to... What is time to knight takes e5? Did I just blunder something? I blunder an exchange, I guess. But okay, the position is still playable. So bishop g2, king takes e2, 32 seconds. I got to play faster. So f takes. And now what should I do? What should I do? Now the position is not looking good at all. I should play fast. Queen g4 in order to protect d4. Now I want to play bishop e4. Well, he doesn't allow me. I'm going to go h4, h5, 25 seconds each. I should be faster. And I'm going to go h5 here. And rook f2 protecting the bishop on b2. I'm going to go h6 in order to play with queen f4. I can't believe I'm going to lose this game. I can't believe it. Queen f4 followed by queen f6. Looks like checkmate. This looks like checkmate. He hasn't got time. f5. He's got to go like this. Queen g5 in order to sacrifice something over there, but it's not clear at all. Queen d2. Now the endgame should be more or less okay for me. He's actually playing quite fast. Rook f1, queen e3, and queen f2. Well, I got to play fast. Queen f3. He's gonna take at some point. King d2, queen f2. Now he's lacking of time. Well, and we won on time. Thanks, Miguel Badillo, for the game. So difficult to play and talk in English as well, you know. Whoa! So this was close. Now I'm gonna play a little bit aggressive, right? Like e4, for example. Guys, we got a lot of action in Chess 24 in the following months. We got Norway Chess, and we're gonna do commentary in English and Spanish. Probably in English. I don't know who's gonna do the English commentary, of course, but e6. Now I'm gonna go knight d to b5, d6, and we are transposing to the Pelican. Bishop f4, e5, and bishop b5. I'm gonna show you one of my pet lines, one of my favorite lines. Is to take on f6, knight takes e5, and not the main line with bishop d3 or something, but g3. This is a really aggressive line and interesting. So now the idea is just to play bishop g2, and after short castles, there is actually a trap. You can take on f5, and after bishop f5, there is knight e3. Really interesting and brilliant move. Now attacking c6, attacking f5, attacking d6, and he plays the best move. And rook b8, okay. Now my plan normally is to go queen h5 here in this position, and after takes on e4, bishop takes e4, black has a lot of troubles in order to go short castles in this position, right? For obvious reasons, h7 is hanging, and then that could be checkmate. So that's why black normally plays bishop e6, knight e7, in order to fight for the d5 square, and knight to d4. Alright, he wants to play f5, that's his idea. f5, but actually f5 is just not possible. So what happens if I just play c3 here? Probably he wants to play something like b4, but then I can just take it, right? So c3 should be the move here, and now he's got to go back to e6. This is a pretty strange square, right? Since now he's not fighting for d5, he is not fighting for... No. Rafax is saying that I'm a fan of Liverpool, but actually I am with Madrid, of course, with the Spanish teams in the Champions League. I prefer Madrid to win the Champions League, but it doesn't mean that I cannot be fan from Liverpool. There's knight c7 here in this position. Knight c7 looks really good. Knight c7, and then knight c7 just loses on the spot, but queen, let's just play it, right? Why not? Let's just play knight c7 here. I think the only move is king to d7 or king e7 probably, but if the king e7, I can just go back to d5 and he's lost the possibility to castle, right? So knight d5, and I can just go back to e2, for example, and then he's lost the castle, right? So now I'm gonna follow with rook a1. The knight on a3 is really bad allocated, so that's why you normally go knight c2 and then knight e3, for example. Knight c5, I'm gonna go back to g2 in order to not to lose this strong bishop. And now I want to continue with knight c2, as I told you. Knight e3, for example. Bishop g4, that's an interesting move. I'm gonna go on bishop f3. If we exchange the light squares bishops, I think his light squares would be very, very weak in this position. And look at this king on f8, he's suffering, right? He's suffering a lot. F5, I'm gonna go knight c2 followed by knight e3. Could be actually really dangerous for black, since now it's very tough to protect. Okay, this is not threatening anything, so I'm gonna go rook a1. If knight takes knight d2, I'm just gonna take on d2 and then queen f5, and that position should be the dream for everybody. Who wants a girlfriend or a boyfriend if you got your king safe? I prefer my king safe. I prefer my knight on d5, right? And look at this move now. Boop, 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 who's your daddy? Queen takes f5. The queen takes f5. There's knight e7. Getting back the pawn on the queen on f5, and enjoying a really nice position, attacking d6. Look at all those light square, d5, etc., etc. I'm gonna go rook e1. This knight has to go back to c5. Ooh, what is this move? I'm gonna take just an e4, and now rook e2 followed by rook d2, knight e3, knight d5. We have a dream in position here. Knight e3, rook d2, a lot of pressure on d6, and yes, this is amazing position for us. Knight e3, for example, knight d5 here, knight c7, give me another pawn, baby. Knight takes a6, followed by knight b4, and a2 is protected. Not gonna happen today, not gonna happen today. This is not Christmas today. Takes, another pawn for me. Give me that, baby. Give me that, baby. Give me another one. Rook takes e5. Rook b7 is coming. Give me that, baby. Give me that, baby. Boom, 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 boom. He's got to resign here in this position. Thanks for the game, Blitz enemy. And who else is here? Who else is here? For example, Cobra from Germany. Cobra from Germany. Pepe, whose style do you enjoy more? Fabiano Caruana's, MBL, Levon Aronian? Well, you told me about, you talked about three amazing players, right? But if I have to decide between somebody, I would take Fabiano or Levon Aronian, right? I really enjoy both players' style. Of course, MBL is very attractive as well. I mean, he plays the Najdorf, and his style is very attractive as well. Plays the Najdorf, plays the Grunfeld. And I'm gonna go with this queen b3, this secondary line as well, which normally surprises a lot of people. The thing is, black can transpose after d takes e4, queen takes e4, bishop f5 to the main lines. And here knight c3 or bishop g5 are both possible. Queen b6, and normally I like this position. So c5, and let's play this endgame. I am a big fan of endgames. So queen takes b3, a takes b3. He goes for queen c7. Now I'm gonna go g3 in order to go bishop f4 here in this position, winning another tempi. And now bishop g2, short castling. Look at this guy on c8 again. Man, you cannot have this guy on c8. Looks like rubbish, right? But of course, black can break with b6 at some point. It's not gonna be the end of the world for him. But it has to do it. He has to do it quite fast. Otherwise, I'll just go queen c2, b4, for example, and a3, and it's not gonna be that easy to activate this guy on on c8, right? Now I'm gonna play e4, d takes e4, knight takes e4, knight takes e4, queen takes e4, knight f6, queen e2, nothing happens. And yes, of course, he's got now a really good square d5, but again, it's gonna be extremely hard for him to break with e5 now, for example. I'm gonna go back to d2, protecting b4, and now rook a d1, for example, in order to go knight e5, and the bishop on c8 is gonna be stuck for the whole game, right? And so rook a d1, rook f e1 looks like okay for white. He's now preparing the b6 break, but I don't think it's that dangerous. So I could even take that, but I'm gonna go rook f e1. So if he takes on c5, I'm gonna take with my d pawn, and then a5 is gonna be hard to play because I can just take with my b pawn, right? The knight can jump to e5, and then if the knight arrives to c4 and d6, yeah, I wouldn't like to be in his skin, right? So it's true that still he's got this brilliant knight on d5, but I think we got a lot of space. Now we could try to start some sort of attack against black skin. For example, let's play like h4 followed by bishop g5, queen d2, bishop f6, queen h6. This could be a plan as well. Yeah, for example, he goes queen f8. I'm gonna go queen c1, this prophylactic move against h6. He goes f5 now in a desperate situation, and of course now the position gets open for us, and with the bishop pair this should be amazing, right? So going back to g2, I could have just taken on c6, right? Okay, he gives me the chance now, and I just do it. And bishop f4 is coming. The rook on b8 hasn't got that room either, so this amazing. Pepe, what do you think about Torre attack versus King's Indian defense setups? Well, the Torre attack is very playable, I would say, and I have suffered the Torre attack many times. As a King's Indian player, you normally don't want this sort of calm positions, right? You normally prefer to get crazy, right? Like a good King's Indian player. So this is checkmate already. Rook d8, boom! King e7, bishop h6, checkmate, knight e8, rook takes e8. He's got to resign very soon. John Cobra used to be a guy in Spain. Okay, I better don't introduce you John Cobra. He used to be, well, he used to call himself a singer, but he used to be a really terrible guy. Alright, who else is here? For example, Opening Music Theory from the States. He told us that he's a new premium member, and he's the first time he plays in a Banter Blitz. So, new chance to crush a Grandmaster in front of everybody. You can post it later in Facebook. If you crush me, say that these Grandmasters get the title, I don't know where. So knight c3, knight takes c3, d takes c3, and d6. This is what normally black play here. Knight c6, and now, yeah, knight f3, for example. So d6 looks like a really natural move here, and I'm gonna create some tricks here. For example, I'm gonna play bishop c4 now. After bishop g4, there's boom, bishop takes f7, and knight g5. And of course, black can play in a really solid way, like playing e6, for example. And my plan could be either to go short castling. Ooh, what's going on here? Well, bishop f7 doesn't work. And then knight e5, he can just go back to e8. But then I can just take on d8, knight takes e5, knight takes d8, knight takes e5, and then, yeah, we're in a normal position. I think I played this against a Norwegian Grandmaster in the Portuguese League, or a really similar position, like 5 years ago or something like this. E6, I'm gonna go bishop e3 here in order to go long castling here, and his position is quite solid, but still he's got some troubles related with the bishop on c8. He could go f6, knight f3, e5, but then there are some plans like knight d2 and f4, for example, in order to open the position. Yes, or even long castling in order to stop bishop a6, because after e5 long castle, if you play bishop a6, that is rook d8 just winning on the spot. So I'm gonna go long castle and then bishop d7 followed by long castle is actually quite interesting in this position, right? My plan to bring the rooks to the open fights, for example rook h to e1, and yes, create some pressure on the e6 pawn. If he goes e5, he's gonna have troubles in order to put his king in a safe position, right? And what are the people from YouTube saying? I normally read the chat only from Chess24, but sometimes I go over there on YouTube and talk to the people over there. Bishop d7, and yes, what should I do now? I would love to create some pressure on the e6 pawn, but it's not that simple, right? Bishop f4, e5. Yeah, it's playing well. Okay, so he wants to go long castle, right? So what should I do here? Knight d4, maybe. He takes on d4, then my idea is to take back with the pawn with the c3 pawn in order to make difficult to play e5 for him. So knight takes d4, knight takes c takes d4, long castle, let's say, and bishop f4, for example, over there, right? And then e6 is gonna be harder to defend. Pepe, do a Banter Blitz in Portuguese. My Portuguese is just shit, man. All Portuguese people can speak Spanish. When we all go to Portugal for holidays, they all understand us, but we Spanish people can't speak Portuguese. We are more stupid, you know. I played the Portuguese league since, I played the Portuguese league for 10 years or something like this. I got a lot of good friends in Portugal. And I'm gonna go bishop d2. Now it's gonna be hard for him to defend the e6 pawn. Well, I think it's not possible. He could try bishop e6. Bishop d6 in order to take on h2, but that looks suspicious as well. So I'm gonna take here on e6. This is just a pawn up. He could try to regain the d4 pawn, but then it's gonna be a lot of pressure on the e file, right? So takes on d4, and now rook d to e1, and he could try to defend with rook d7, but then bishop b4. He still got king d8, but then that looks so tight for black, right? And yeah, now hard to defend for him. He could try rook d8, but then bishop c3. And this is the position I'm talking about. So bishop b4, king d8, and then let's just try to do nothing, right? He can't move so many moves. For example, he could try b6 and c5. This is a mistake, right? Because now, boom, bishop takes c5, and now I'm happy to play the endgame, right? Because we are pawn up, just bring the king to the center, boom, 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 and c4, b4, etc., etc. So let's say here, a5, b4, king d4, and c5, and then we're just winning the game. c5, pass pawn protected, so what else do we want in life, right? Thanks for the game, opening music theory, and let's play against somebody stronger. For example, Bluesy from France. Viva la France! My French is shit as well. I used to learn some French in the high school like 15 years ago, but I forgot everything. So e4, the Sicilian defense. Let's play d4, and let's see what kind of Sicilian he plays. He could try to play the Najdorf. Still, knight c3, c takes c4, knight takes c4, a6. We're in the Najdorf. This is the classic Sicilian. I'm gonna go with bishop g5, bishop d7, and queen to d2, right? Of course, this has been heavily discussed in many games. Sure, long castling, queen takes e4, and queen a5. What? Let's play h4, so we don't blunder the g5 bishop. And now we could try to go king to b1, f3, g4, try to attack black in this position. Of course, now he plays h6, and we could try to exchange on f6. The problem is, if we go, well, let's go bishop d2. Let's go bishop d2. Now there are some discovered moves with knight d5 after playing king to b1. And still, he's got to decide how he's gonna develop his pieces. A normal way would be to play e6 followed by bishop e7. He goes a6, now king to b1. Now we are threatened actually to go knight d5 in this position, so probably he's got to go queen to c7 here, or queen c5. Queen c5, how about the endgame? The endgame couldn't be that bad, right? So now bishop e3 and f3, g4. Still, we are leading in development, so this should be more or less okay, right? And f3, g4, we got a little bit of a space advantage. Yeah, that's it. Let's play f3 in order to stop knight g4, and probably he's gonna go g6 or e6. Now it's time for him to develop the f8 bishop, right? After e6, we could think about going bishop f4 in order to force e5. So later we have this. Oh, there's a trick here. Look at this trick. Now g4, and I'm thinking after bishop g7. For example, bishop e2, short castle, we could try to play e5 in that position. Are you following me, guys? Are you following me? So bishop e2, now short castle in e5, takes and g5 in that position, right? That wins a piece. So that's why it's not that trivial to develop for him, right? Maybe bishop e6 first in order to stop all these ideas, because after short castle in e5, he's got to go back to e8. That could be some knight d5 attacking e7. Who could actually be really, really dangerous. B5 in this position. Well, he wants to go b4, so I'm gonna go a3 here in order to stop b4. And now again, he's got the same troubles here in this position, right? So another idea could be to go bishop d4 here in order to counter this bishop from g7. And yes, bishop e6. And what should I do now? Maybe he saw that idea of e5 and g5, and now, just now, position is not that good anymore. I'm gonna go bishop d3 and knight e2 in order to reallocate this knight, right? And guys, which books do you recommend to study pawn structure? Well, there are many good books, but if you wanna you want to study strategy, for example, you can try to watch the chess24 videos, for example. But okay, those videos that I'm talking about are in Spanish, so I can't actually recommend you anything in English right now. So knight d4, knight takes d3, c takes d3, bishop d4, bishop d4. Well, I still think we're a little bit better, but not so much. I'm gonna go h5. You know that after g5, I could try to jump onto f5 in some positions, but I think he managed to have a great position actually. Well, I would say this is a little bit better for who? Not so sure anymore. So, and now my idea was just to play bishop d4 in this position. I want to fight in this endgame, which actually looks very, very good for white now. Since now h6 is weak, now I got this route for my king. For example, king b4, king a5, king b6. He's not in time to actually... knight c2 is actually really good now, because after king a5, knight b4 is coming, and d5 is controlled, and knight takes d5, knight c7, followed by knight a6. This is just winning for white, right? And yes, so we managed to win in this endgame. Okay, let's go over there, and now knight to c2 in order to stop the king coming to d4, right? So b4, for example, followed by king b6, and white is winning. You guys see that that boot is really good, from Mauricio Flores Rios from Chile. That's actually a really good boot that talks about pawn structures. Yeah, you made me remember that book. Okay, so let's play, for example, against Bellic Chess. And yes, let's play knight f3 now. Before we have played d4, we have played e4, c4. So now it's time to play knight f3. So this way we can understand more structures, more more types of middle games, etc. That's the idea, right? That's the idea. And Der Henker is saying, I'm multitasking, Mick, doing laundry at the same time. He's disconnected. No, I don't want to win like this. Hello everyone, I want to learn about premium membership. Shelling 4, can you help me? I am a student. I want to become premium member. I learn about some conditions about student advance, and I want to take the conditions. Well, I'm telling you the conditions. Chess Energetic well, we got a lot of discounts for students. It doesn't matter if you're a high school student, if you're a university student. Well, the thing is, when you buy a 1-year premium membership, you get 6 months for free. So that's a lot. That's like $60, right? So take it. Videos are super good. Not mine, of course, but you got Jan's videos, you got Peter's fitness videos, you got even videos from a lot of Van Kampen, for example. A lot of top players. I'm gonna go E6, the French defense, D4, D5, and Knight D2. Well, I normally like to react with C5, but I'm gonna go Knight C6. This secondary line again, the idea is, of course, that now White should play Knight G2, F3. Yeah, if you go C3, E5 is actually very, very interesting. Now Black's idea is to play Knight F6. After E5, you go Knight D7, and then you try to break pretty fast with F6. Of course, now White has several options. You can play Bishop E2, you can play Knight B3, you can play Bishop B5, for example. And if you go Bishop D3, I think now Knight B4 should be interesting, right? Now we're gonna break with time, with a tempo, by playing C6 and C5, right? Now if this bishop has to go back to E2, C5, well, what about this position? Can I break just with C5? I think I can just do it, because after C3 there's Knight D3. This is the move that he probably didn't see. Now I think he's in a little bit of troubles, right? King E2, I could go Knight F4, but I think, for example, C4 should be interesting as well. But I'm gonna just take on C1 and play Bishop E7. We got the bishop pair. This position has to be extremely amazing for us. I can just go short castling, F6 in the next moves. Why Black is not gonna be better in this position? I'm gonna go B6 here. I should have tried B6 first in order to go Bishop A6 and to create some troubles to the king on E2. But thanks again for the game, Pepe. I was a chess.com member, but I left and came to Chess24. Well, it's good to have you guys here. Chess24, as you guys know, is a relatively new site, right? We're growing, and then more members are joining Chess24. Okay, Bishop C2 in order to create some sort of problems here on H7. I would love to break with F6, but it's not that simple anymore, right? I got to take back with my knight, which is not ideal, but I think I'm gonna do it. Okay, I could take as well with my rook, but I'm gonna take with the knight and then try to play Bishop D6. We got some counterplay on the F5 as well, and yeah, my problem is this stupid bishop on C8, right? Still, we got this problem. And now he's actually playing pretty good in this position. He's actually playing pretty good, and I need to be really careful if I don't want to end up worse in these positions, right? Because now all his pieces are coordinating extremely well. I got this problem with this bishop on C8. Queen to D3. I'm gonna set up a little trick, not little, a huge trap. I'm gonna go Bishop A6, of course. He plays King G1, nothing will happen, but then Bishop A6, the queen has to go back to D2 or to E3 to D1, and I can just bring my rook to E8, for example, and then there are not so much troubles in the position, I would say. So rook A to E8, and now would be okay if I can jump with a knight to E4, for example. I can just try to prepare it. Queen to G5. My idea was to play Bishop B7 and Knight E4. I think he's got nothing still on my king side, so I'm gonna play Bishop B7 and Knight E4. That's the plan. That's the whole plan. Knight E4 after takes, Knight G5 could be interesting for him. Takes, Knight G5, 8-6. Only move here in this position, 8-6. He's got to take on E4, and now Bishop E5. D takes E5, Queen E5. The position is more or less balanced. If I'm not blundering anything, it could happen, right? Knight takes E4, Bishop takes E5, D takes E5, and Queen takes E5, right? There's no discover check with the knight. There's no discover on C5 as well. Now I'm threatening to go Rook F4, so he's got to be really careful in this position. Rook E3, I think that's a blunder. Boop! 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 Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? You should test. You should ask for the test. to test who's your daddy, because now I think I'm winning. After bishop takes e4, well, there are a lot of pins in the position, so it's not clear at all. Well, it's got f3, not clear at all. The position is very complicated yet, so I'm gonna play queen g5, queen takes e5, takes e5, rook takes e4, rook takes e4, and then rook d8 in order to occupy the d file. Now he could be in trouble. He's playing this, and I'm gonna play rook d3 in order to play rook e3 in this position. Now he doesn't have squares to penetrate in this position. Rook e3 just wins a pawn on the spot, but then rook d1 could be interesting. I'm gonna go rook e4, king f3, rook e5, and now this rook is well placed over there. I'm gonna go rook d5 in order to go rook d2 now. Is in some trouble. Rook d2, I'm gonna start exterminating everything. We got to be careful because he is trying to give checkmate to me. So king g6, yes, rook g2, the king comes out, king f7, and we are much better now. King e7 after king g6, rook g2 doesn't, it's not a problem. So rook h2, rook h4, now check on f7, nothing happens. Here, king c6 in order to protect that pawn. And now rook e4. I'm not going to give you any pawn for free, and we win the game in a really tough position. So it was a really... okay, let's play against Shelling 4. Fide Master is also working in Chess 24. He actually did a series, I think, about the Caro-Kann. And... so let's play against Shelling 4. d4, and let's play knight to f6 and e6. Let's try to play the Nimzo against Shelling 4 or d5. Let's see what he plays. Knight c3, and let's play the Ragozin, one of the most solid defenses that you can find. Queen e4, knight c6 is forced, right? And I'm gonna go short castle in here in this position. And when the bishop, I could just play bishop d6 here, right? Now c5 can just go back to e7, and whenever this bishop goes to e2 or d3, we're just gonna take on c4 and then to play e5. That's the idea. But then f7 could be weak, right? So I'm gonna play a6. The idea is rather simple. I wanna take on c4 and then b5. He doesn't allow this, so I'm gonna play bishop f8 and now try to break in the center with e5, right? Of course, now e5 should be the move here in this position. I have to do something about this bishop on c8, and takes, knight takes, rook takes, and now c5 is actually hanging, so he's got to defend this, for example, by playing b4. But I got some attacking chances on the king side, right? So he decides to go for b4 in this position, and now I got to think, because the position is not easy at all. I could play c6, I could take on f3 as well and play c6. This is very solid for me. Maybe I can just continue development with bishop f5, maybe queen d7 or queen c8. If he brings a rook to d1, then queen c8 could be interesting, right? Queen c8 or queen c7, I don't know. Queen c8, queen c7 looks more natural, right? And then bring the other rook to the a file. And also a5 looks really good here. Also a5 looks at least good, but then queen b3 and nothing really happens. So I'm gonna bring the rook to the d file, and maybe give some fresh air to my king by playing h6 or h5, for example. Takes. I could try to go as well with knight e4, right? Knight e4 looks really natural. Takes everything on e4. They can recapture with my rook. And then his pawn structure on the queen side could be weak at some point. There are some a5 breaks in some endgames, which could be at least dangerous for him, right? So knight takes e4, bishop takes e4. He goes for rook d4 in this position, which is, of course, very interesting. And now I would love to bring a bishop to g7, but I think I'm not on time, right? I think I'm not on time. Well, I can just take on c3 here. Queen takes c3, and now bishop e7 is actually interesting or not? Bishop e7 is really dangerous because he's got this idea of rook g4 in that position. Wow. So I'm gonna go bishop g6, and now my next move could be bishop e7 in this position, right? Bishop e7, bishop f6. If I manage to bring the bishop over there, I shouldn't have any troubles, right? Of course, he is maybe trying to go for the break e4, but it's not easy at all, right? h4, I'm gonna go h5. He wants to go g4. He's got the balls to go. I could go as well. I could go as well h6, but then h5 is actually quite annoying. So I'm gonna go h5 and let's see if he's brave enough to break with g4. Actually, it's not trivial at all if he should go for that or not. But if he doesn't, I'll just go bishop e7. Now there's another target over there. Wow, he goes for it, and we got a really crazy position now in the board, right? So rook e5, what's going on over there? Rook e5, bishop e7. Boom, boom, bada boom. Boom, boom, bada boom. Boom, boom, bada boom. Queen e5 is the other option. Queen e5 is actually pretty interesting as well. Queen e5, and then takes on h5. Bishop takes a5, bishop takes a5, queen takes a5. Position is still quite solid, and his king could be in danger, right? At some point. And 2900 shelling 4, really strong opponent. 2.5 minutes for me, 250 for him, and queen to d2. Really annoying move. Now, for example, I could try to go. What should I do? What should I do, my friends? What should I do? I actually don't have any clue. Queen d2 was really strong. So, all right. So life is hard. So I have to go back to e7 and then g takes h5. I'm suffering a lot in this position. My plan is just to go. I could go bishop e4 as well. Bishop e4 takes, or bishop f5, right? Bishop f5, rook f4. I should have gone bishop e4. Now I can have some troubles in this position. I can have a lot of troubles in this position, man. Whoa. Very difficult position. Very difficult position. Okay, let's go back to h7. This starts to smell really bad. So queen d4, f6 is my idea, and h6. He goes king to h2. And what should I play now? This is starting to look so bad, man. This is starting to look so bad in this position. f6 maybe. Okay, let's play f6 and let's play fast in order to have some chances. Some chances in this position. Well, h6 is coming, right? Poof. h6 is just coming. Okay, let's play bishop e4 here. Takes. Wow, bishop f6. I didn't see that coming, of course. I think I'll have to resign very soon. I'm gonna go rook c7, queen c7, sorry. Bishop d8, rook d8. I can take on f3, but no. Bishop takes. Yeah, I got to resign. Takes on e4, bishop takes e8. Yeah. So, queen a2, king h8, and rook f7. Well, still can't play rook f7, but it's gonna be able to play it soon. And let's play queen e5 in order to play a little bit more. But after h6, probably it's time to resign already, right? h6, and now position is just too bad. The position is just too bad. Okay, let's play rook d2. Yeah, queen f8, I got to resign. Hey, my friend, great game by shelling Ford. And let's keep playing. For example, against Carlos Torre Repeto. That's actually a really nice tournament in Mexico. It's in December and it's really strong open. It's in Mérida, one of the most beautiful cities in Mexico and one of the safest cities in Mexico. And I really recommend you. For those who like good food, for those who like sunny weather, nice people, Mexico is the place. Mérida. I was there last December and it was a really nice place. Okay, so Carlos Torre is not there. And let's play, for example, against Philip Kane. Philip Kane. Let's play e4. Are you there? c6, the Caro-Kann. I'm just gonna play this span of variation with the delayed d4, which is a really interesting line. Now, a lot of people play g6, but I think it's already an inaccuracy. And because now there is a really interesting plan. Most of you think that you got to play d4 here in this position, but actually d3 is a really strong move, because after the normal knight to b6, there is queen b3, which is a really strong move. Now it's very hard to get the pawn on d5 back. Now knight e5, rook e1, for example, and bishop g5, and all white pieces are coordinating extremely well, right? Bring another rook to the d1, and then a4, for example. Whenever you take on c4, I recapture with the d pawn, right? Reinforcing d5. And then e7 is a target all the time as well. King over there, I'm gonna play a4, and now knight takes e4, d takes e4, and now you see that we have fixed our structure, and e7 is gonna be hanging, b7 is stuck as well. You can never play b6 because there is knight c6, and now e7 is just hanging, so I'm gonna boom boom on e7. He's got to take on c6 and sacrifice the exchange, but of course this is not a great deal. Now knight d5 could be great, because after queen c6 there was knight e7, and now after knight takes, d takes, and now c6 is a pass pawn which is protected, which is brilliant for us. And now, for example, I want to play bishop g3. Now this queen has to go back to c8, for example. He doesn't want to allow d6, another great pass pawn over there, putting a lot of pressure in his ass. So now I'm gonna play rook c1. Whenever he takes on d5, I just recapture with my queen, and now c7 is gonna come, and then f7 is actually targeted as well, so rook d8 is not possible. Rook b2, yeah, that's a possibility, but okay, even this position should be winning with the pawn on c7. I'm gonna play this, you know, I don't care, he takes on c1, this pawn on c7. Carlitos is almost a great lady, and now his dark squares are extremely weak. For example, bishop e5, and then some queen d6, queen f6 could be the plan. Also a3, in order to forget about all these problems in the back rank, right? So rook c8, and now a3, so no problems in the back rank. And now I want to do something with my bishop on g3, queen d7, and okay, let's play queen to b2. So did I just blunder the pawn on a4? It could be. This is not so trivial anymore, right? So bishop e5 followed by bishop h8. That's an idea. But of course, he can just take that bishop on h8, so that's not an idea. But the idea could be... This is getting more difficult and more difficult. I just did something stupid, right? So what should I do now? Let's play queen to b3 in order to play rook d1 if he allows me. And then maybe returns with the bishop and then try to give some sort of checkmate over there. Never easy, right? So queen e3. We got to pay attention to this a pawn, for example. So that's why I'm always putting the queen in a place where I actually target the pawn on b6. This looks so dangerous for him, but never easy, right? Never easy. And I'm going to play h4 followed by bishop f4 in order to attack h6. All his dark squares are extremely weak. So this should be... I mean, much better for white, right? Now this is a pawn for free, which I'm gonna take it, and queen c5 in order to stop that pawn on the a file, right? And after queen d5, there's queen e7, checkmate. This is the moment where maybe we can just play bishop a1 followed by queen to e5 in order to penetrate in this beautiful diagonal, right? Which is amazing for us. Queen e5, and then we are almost there. King h7 still, he's defending the position. But I mean, this is so close to lose, right? Bishop b3, let's play, for example, queen c5, and bishop e5, for example, could be the move. Let's play bishop e5, bishop d6, and rook e1, for example, right? Bishop d6 and rook e1. I wanna attack this guy on e6 with queen e5, for example, and then play something like queen to e7. He goes there, and now I think this move just wins on the spot, because after bishop takes, queen takes, and now this is just a piece for free. And now check in h2, nothing happens. And for example, let's say bishop e7, protecting h4, and now rook a6. So this pawn can never go forward. Rook a6 and bishop g5, right? f3, king g3, and this should be completely win. Let's play rook f6 and rook a6, and check here. And well, this bishop f6, for example, bishop e5. Let's just bring the king f4, and now king g5, king f6. We are there, and let's take this pawn, and he's running out of time. Okay, 15 more minutes, right? So we're gonna play. We've been playing 45 minutes. We've been playing for an hour already, right? We started at 4:45. So one more game, and then we start playing some 1-minute games, right? I want to see some adrenaline here. I'm gonna play now against, for example, somebody. Let's see. For example, Simli, 2400 player. And last game, and you guys can start challenging me to 1-minute game, right? We're gonna get crazy here. We're gonna enjoy this 1-minute game. So d5, knight f3, and knight to f6. d5, knight fd7, c5, and normally people take there with the pawn, and now bishop f4, and I like this bishop c5. I used to take with the knight always, but I realized that this move is really good. So I'm gonna play a6 and b5. Normally people try to go queen d2 and then long castling, try to create some sort of attack over there. But the thing is that this line is actually really great. I was preparing this line for against somebody in the Bundesliga, in the German league. I'm playing in the second league this year for St. Pauli team. The season is finished, but almost finished at least. a3, this is very interesting. And now what should I do? Maybe b4 is already interesting. I'm gonna go h6 here in this position. I don't want to go short castle and then some bishop h7 followed by knight g5 and queen h5 to come. And my idea could be just to go bishop e7 and knight c5 and try to get the bishop paired, right? This could be interesting for black. Whenever he goes b4, the c4 square is going to be very weak. And as I told you guys, you can start challenging me to 1-minute games. We're gonna enjoy here, we're gonna get crazy, I'm gonna try to crush your asses. So let's see what happened. Knight c5, and as I told you, still I got some troubles with this c8 bishop. I could try to go to b7. There are some plans related by go b4 and a5 and try to activate this guy from a6 as well, right? So let's play bishop b7. There's no hurry in taking on this guy. Yes, I played for St. Pauli this year. I played actually 3 games in the German league, in the second league. I was in the, well, as you guys know, I don't know if you guys know, but I was living in Hamburg actually for a long period. I did my PhD over there in applied mathematics. I was working at the Hamburg University for 3 years. So I know pretty well Hamburg. I know pretty well German chess as well. And bishop f4, and now it's time to castle, right? I mean, we've done already stupid things in the middle of the board without castling. Now it's time to castle, and now time to bring the rook to the center, right? For example, he's planning to go queen g4. I know you want to go queen g4 there. Okay, no problem. I'm gonna go rook c8, and now after queen g4, just king. Knight e4. Of course, that was much normal. And how about if I just try to, well, position is quite unclear. I'm gonna go f5 here. E takes, bishop takes, and whenever he takes on f6, then rook f6 protects e6. Now my bishop on b7 could become a monster at some point. And then he's got to be careful in this position. Knight d6. I blundered this, of course. Now I'm in big trouble, I would say. big trouble, but cannot be that bad, right? Cannot be that bad. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. E5. I'm gonna go E5 here. And an exchange down, of course, but it's not that simple. Knight C8, Rook C8, and then he's got to go back, and the bishop on B7 is actually a really great piece. I'm gonna go Rook E8 now, trying to remove my knight from C8 in order to gain some action in the on this diagonal. For example, Knight F5, Queen C6. He goes Knight B4. Now I'm pushing you back to A2. There's no other square for you. Go back, Knight F8, Knight F5, sorry, maybe E4 is coming, this position, E4 could come, E4 could come, E4 could come or not, E4 could come or not. Well, I don't know, the position is getting crazy, I should do something about my position. Let's play, I don't know, man. Oh, what is this? No, I don't need you now, I don't need you now. I'm gonna play King H7 here, I'm gonna play King H7 here, now after Rook C... Queen to G4? Queen to G4? That's a really brilliant move. I want to go Knight D6 here, and maybe Bishop D5, Bishop E6, something like this. Okay, Bishop D5, G7 is protected. Now I'm attacking the knight on A2. It hasn't got the square, hasn't got the square. I could be regaining some pieces in this moment. Now, because Rook A1 is just actually not possible. The Rook on C7 is hanging. Queen H5. That's nothing. I can just take this guy. Rook C6. I didn't see that coming. I didn't see that coming. Queen B8. Now he can take on D6 because the Rook on C7 is hanging. Bishop F7 is coming back. What should I do? So let's play. I don't know what to play, guys. I'm gonna play Rook F8 not to protect F6. Now he can still take there, and Knight E8 looks playable here. Rook C8, Queen B7, protecting on G7. Now C7 is covered, so he just plunders the Queen. Boom! Da-da-da-da! Bishop takes E6, and after Rook takes, Queen takes C8, and just loses the game. Alright, so thanks for the game. Now the fun starts, yeah? I was already too tired of playing so long games, you know, 3-minute games, 5-minute games. Who wants to play like that, you know? Having the possibility to play 1-minute game and get crazy. Alright, so only 1-minute games now, guys. And for premium members, for example, let's play against Retreti from Spain. Alright, so let's play 10 more minutes and then leave. So Knight F3, 1-minute games. This is chess. Who says chess is boring? I'm gonna kill that guy. Who says chess is boring? I would kill that guy. I would put a screwdriver in your ass if you say that chess is boring. Knight F3. Let's see what Retreti plays. He's not there. Are you there, Retreti? You just challenge me. You just challenge me, my friend. You just challenge me. So I'm gonna have to abort the game and pick somebody else. So for example, who is here? For example, Dr. Henker from Netherlands. So good, the waffles from Netherlands, you know. It's actually really good. B4? B4, I'm gonna play E5, the A3, so Knight F6. I'm gonna play the D6 like in the Philidor style. Bishop E7, short castle in A5. It's gonna be my idea now. I'm gonna play takes, and Rook A1. Rook A1 is coming, Rook A1 is coming, Bishop A1 probably, and Rook E8, followed by Knight F8, C6 and D5. That's my idea. In order to gain some space in the center, he can't take. Because there is some Bishop F6 coming, and now, sorry, Bishop F6, but he can't actually take on F6, and then he saves his ass, and maybe he's got even a better position. I can just take with my pawn on F6, F5, and now Knight G6, and a bit worse, C6, go back, my friend. Knight C3 only move, Bishop E6 attacking there. I'm gonna take on C4, attacking the Rook, and now has to go back to E6, takes, and 28 seconds. I'm gonna play C5 now. This knight is for me. Come with Daddy, 97, in order to play Knight D5, now F4, I'm gonna take Facundo, he doesn't allow me, I'm gonna play Queen E7, and Queen H4 is coming, check, Knight F6 in order to go Knight G4, it's mine, the gun gonna boom, checkmate, come with me, my friend, I'm gonna start cooking you a little bit, slowly, and he realized that it's checkmate, and I was probably doing a lot of trash talking, so that's why he decided to resign. And let's play, for example, against Always Blame the Mouse. I like his nickname. From Sweden. Great country, Sweden. I've been a lot in Malmö and in Lund. I've been a lot in Lund. So I'm gonna go short castling here by in order to play c5 here. He's gonna try to play b4. Wow, b4 straight away. Knight c6. Got to go back now. And I'm gonna play. What should I play here? Not that simple actually. I'm gonna play queen c7. Not so normal move. And rook b8, for example, something like this. Queen c8 in order to go bishop h3 here. I'm gonna go bishop h3. He allows me. Here I go. I'm gonna exchange that guy. Bishop e3, now knight d7. I want to capture the knight on c3. He doesn't realize. He realizes, so I cannot do this. Knight c5. After takes. I will be winning the d file for me, and a great spot on d4. But he plays d4 himself, and now has to go back. I'm playing strange chess, and now knight a5 could be the move. Knight a5 could be the move. I'm gonna play knight a5 in order to attack Carlitos. Carlitos is mine. Carlitos is mine. Carlitos is mine. Carlitos is mine. And now e6 in order to force that knight back to e3. Give me that baby. Rook c8 using the open file b6. And now rook c2. And now a lot of counterplay on the c5 for me. Takes. Rook c8. And now he's gonna go rook c1, probably rook c2. Now we got a lot of action here. Knight e5. Take on. Whoa, that's almost checkmate. That's almost checkmate. f6. Facundo. He goes back. He still saves his ass. Rook a2. Now I have to take here. Now I've got to take here. Take rook a3. Knight g6. Knight e3. Now rook f3. 12 seconds for both players. Rook f4. Now rook d4. I'm gonna take that guy. I'm gonna take that guy as well. Rook d3. Going back to d7. Going back to d7. Taking on g4. Taking on e5. Rook e7. Check. That's it. In Kasparov fan from Romania. And so let me play e4. I'm gonna play aggressively. He plays the modern knight c3, e6. Now let's just try to push Facundo. Facundo always solving the issue. Knight f3, bishop d3, pre-move in order to go e5 in this position. He is already shitting in his. What is this? Takes on c3. C takes e4. C takes e4. I got a nice center here. There's some boom coming on h7. He doesn't pay attention. Now he's going queen b6, but now king h1 in order to remove my king from that diagonal who could be dangerous. And now b3. I'm gonna break over there. I'm gonna try to create some sort of attack against the black king on c8. Give me that. d5 is coming. Now this knight hasn't got a proper square. Only a5 or b8. Look at that knight. He's doing basically nothing. Now knight d5 in order to jump to b5. This is attack. This is the attack. Queen to d2. Now knight b5 is coming. D takes e5, f takes e5, rook takes e5, then whoa, queen e5. Now look at this king on c8. It's gonna suffer a lot. It's gonna come knight to b5 and knight a7 as a threat. Knight takes, queen takes d5. I didn't see that coming. And now queen f2, rook b to d1 could be an idea. Bishop d6, bishop takes f4, queen takes f4. Now bishop e4 is coming. And what can he do? Well, I think this is just winning for us, right? Queen f4, rook f4, and we are attacking on f7, and then we win the game. So, yes, 3 more games, and then we're out. All right. So, for example, let's play against Philip Kane. Philip Kane, and all right. So let's play d4. Let's play he's 2600 1 minute game, so this is gonna be really fun. So knight c3, we're in some king's Indian position, short castling. I'm gonna play bishop e3, he takes, I'm gonna just take, and then play e5, he just planted a piece, I'm gonna take it, queen d2, and then bishop h6, extermination. I love to simplify when I material up, so rook takes e8, rook takes e8, rook e1, now takes, queen d2 protecting everything. I'm gonna play h4 or g3 in order to give some fresh air to my king, h4, king g2, and now d5 in order to exchange some pieces, knight b5, and now basically queen a5, gaining another pawn, queen c7, and now let's see what he does. Takes, and knight to d6, and now the pawn endgame is actually just one. So takes, I don't see the checkmate, guys. So queen e8, so in order to avoid some checks over there, king f3, I didn't see that coming, now he's got to play queen to d1, and now queen e1 is the move, right here, king g1, and now knight f7, right, knight f7 in order to knight g5 and d6 and d7, and this should be winning. Queen e7 is just checkmate. I'm gonna play it. He resigns. All right, he resigns, and for example, let's play against Bonsi Aguila, d4, c4, okay, bishop f5, and then let's play c takes e5. This shouldn't be the best way to play with black, since now you can see his pawn structure is pretty ruined. So knight f3, and then play e3, check, bishop d2, nothing happens, and now bishop d3, short castling, takes, and okay, let's take on c5, and takes, rook c1, and b3. Yeah, my position is not the best. He managed to hold, and he managed to have a decent position at least, right? So this should be pretty equal now, and I got to be careful now. So I'm playing like shit, actually. I'm playing like shit this game. So I'm gonna take on d5, and now he could actually take with the rook, because he could go back to d8 with the rook, so knight d4, and now let's play queen f3, for example. My idea, well, okay, I got to take here, and then queen e2. Well, I didn't do anything special in this game, I got to say. And queen c2, and difficult position, right? Difficult position, rook d1, takes, king h2, and okay, let's play a4, and well, I'm playing like shit, actually. I'm playing like shit, g3, and king g2, that's the idea. e4 is gonna come now, and queen takes e5, that's the idea. f4, well, I'm playing rook c2 first, and now f4 is coming, right? Since now there's no check on the 7th rank, f4 is gonna come. f4 comes, and now e5 is a huge threat. He's gonna have to do something about it. Queen c6, king h2, and g5, wow, queen takes, and here, so rook f5, just king g3, the rook cannot move actually in the game, so he's got to resign. And well, this been all today. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed this Banter Blitz session. I hope you guys had some fun and learned something about openings or middle games. And I'll be back probably after I come back from Cuba. So I'll be 2 weeks out in Cuba, so no more Banter Blitz or videos. And remember, just in June we got Norway Chess, so a lot of action taking place in Chess 24. So for me it has been a pleasure. It's really good that you guys interact that much in the chat all the time. It's really easy to talk or to make videos like this or to do commentary if you have a lot of people talking to you in the chat, asking you questions and commentating on what's going on in the games. So it was a pleasure. It was nice to see you again in English, to all of the users which are there all the time. So see you in the next video and have fun and be good. If you drink, don't drive. Bye bye. Thanks.